Hey everyone, today we're going to be going over the S30, 240Z, 260Z, or 280Z rear lower control arms. Now first we're going to be going over what's included, next we're going to be going over the optional dust boots, then the construction, our QC process, base settings to get you started to get to yourself to alignment shop, as well as color options. So first we're going to go over what's included. You're going to start with a set of rear control arms. Now these should come as assembled as such, as well as a hardware pack that's vacuum sealed should also come as included. Now the dust boots are great if you choose to daily drive your car, plan to put a decent amount of miles on it every month. This will keep dirt and debris and sand and grit out of these bearing surfaces, which can wear out prematurely if there is dirt and sand and grit involved. Now, if you plan to have this as a show car, only a couple hundred miles a year, we really don't need them, so we'd recommend against them. But if you do plan to drive these on a daily or quite often, we do recommend them. Next, we're gonna go over the construction of the control arms. Now, these are fully tubular design. They're an A-frame design with significant bracing. The benefits of an A-frame design is because you do have a floating link here. This is beneficial because this eliminates any strut binding that you might have. This is really commonly found, especially with old struts, but this allows for any deviances that you might have and allows you to adjust your toe super easily. You can simply screw the toe link one way and the other way, and it'll shorten or widen your toe. Next, we're gonna go over the QC process. The first step in the QC process is the packing list accuracy. We wanna make sure that the customer gets exactly what he ordered. So if he orders a control arm in this specific color, we wanna make sure that the control arm's there, the packing list is there, and the dust boots are there if he chose that option. Make sure that there's nothing missing from the packing list and everything is accurately installed on the rear control arms. The next part of the QC process is gonna be the hardware sheet. We wanna make sure that there's nothing missing onto the hardware sheet. And here we can see that everything is there. So we can go ahead and pass this to the next step, which is a cosmetic threshold. We wanna make sure that there's no chips, dings, dents, scratches, anything major on the powder coat on the finish of the control arms. Now something to consider here is that we do powder coat these, and so you might see a very small hook mark in a corner of these control arms. It's just cosmetic, but something that should be noted. The next step of this QC process is gonna be the threads. We wanna make sure that the threads are able to be turned by hand, that there's no grit, grime, or sand inside of that. Sometimes sand does get in there during our sandblasting process of our powder coat, and we want to make sure that we have that cleaned out before we send that to the customer. The next and final step of our QC process on these control arms are going to be the bushings. We want to make sure that the bushings are installed correctly. Here I can go ahead and see that they are correctly installed. Now these bolts on the back are just hand tight. You should be able to wrench those off once you go to actually install it onto the car. Next, we're gonna go over the base settings. So usually from the base, we like to leave about 1/4 inch of thread of exposed past the jam nut. So here we have the fixed time of the joint. We wanna leave about 1/4 inch of thread exposed past the jam nut. And the same thing goes with the links over here. Now this rough setting will get you to an alignment shop. The alignment shop will mess with the control arms to get it more dialed in, but that will be some rough settings. Now please note every car is a little bit different, so you may have to adjust that a little bit, but something just to get you a baseline measurement. Next, we're gonna go over the color options. Now this is our gloss gray finished color. It's a very nice neutral color. Now we do offer a lot of different colors. If you want to take a look at the video of different colors that we offer, take a look at that video over there. And down there, we have a full installation video as well. Now, if you have any other questions or concerns, be sure to give us a call, shoot us an email. Thanks for watching.